Assalamu alaikum. I was at a live video, guys, and I get kicked out as always. So I have no choice but to come here and talk before I can go and make dinner. How you guys doing? It's getting dark, guys. So what happened is, let me come and take this stick out of my mouth so I can talk. li may wax danaa ko wax ci wolof beneen yoon fi mu ne nii ci àngale laa koy wax. danaa ko wax ci wolof beneen yoon inshallah. I sell this African stick to clean your teeth. I sell them, but they're a nightmare. Because when you use them, some of them have this thing that come out. So guys, I was at a live video just now, and I keep getting kicked out of the live video. You know? But they did not block me, but they keep taking me out and mute me and then unmute me and then just like don't know what to do with me. And a lot of them were like bullying me, but some people there as well was like, I put too much oil on me again. Some people there as well, hello, they were like, you know, being kind and being human, you know. And some of them were just like going ridiculous because, you know, they say that how I talk and stuff, they don't like it. They're busy focusing on how I talk instead of listening to what I'm telling them. And why I was talking like that is because they were shouting, they were like putting me down, you know. They were like belittling me, you know, and just putting me down and even questioning if I am Muslim and just going crazy. Instead of listening into, you know, this thing that I'm telling them that is happening and people are using Islam to you know, to do it. And it's in the Islam as well. Hello. Which is the underage marriage that is in the, you know, that happened to Aisha. And lot of people are using Islam to continue doing this underage marriage to children. Especially in poor countries. And you know it. And you don't care. And you are here talking about human rights, you know, and you know, what's the word? Well, let me put the light on. It's dark. It's getting dark, the window. The whole world now is talking about human rights. So-called human rights. People, you know, trying to get so-called racism and so-called stuff people talking about. And when someone is telling you something that is ruining children's life, and they're using something to do it, and you are in that something, and people are telling you, hey, this thing that you're talking about, people using it to ruin people's life, you're like, woo, no, go, and blocking the person and going crazy. Blocking me and running away from me is not going to make me shut up. I have a lot of different platforms, and there's a lot of other victims and a lot of other victims that are about to come out, by the way, because this practice is still happening, you know, to a lot of countries, especially the countries that are poor, not just Africa. By the way, why you guys always say that, oh, this is happening in your culture, in your people, your community? You think just because I'm African, I only have things that are wrong happening there. These things are happening in India, Afghanistan, Syria, all of the poor countries, these things are happening. And why the hell you guys telling me that, oh, this is, why the hell you guys telling me in that live video that, what's the word? That, that Christian people do it too. What kind of excuse is that? Why are you talking about Christians do it? Did anyone mention about Christian there? Who tell you that Christians and other people, are, they don't do something that is wrong? Humans do something wrong. We are human. That's what we've been doing from day one. Something that is wrong. That's what we are known for. Doesn't matter what tribe and color we are. And you guys bullying me, they are telling me I need help and I'm traumatized. All of you that was bullying me, you need more help than me. You don't know? Just because you fake your personality when you are on the camera, when you're upset, you don't want people to know, or you try to doesn't mean that that I need help, more than you. You show the whole world that you need help for not even listening to me speak. And also denying the reality in the middle of Islam, that Islam don't have underage marriage. And everyone knows Islam started this whole underage marriage thing from Aisha. Aisha was the first underage marriage victim in the Quran. Even the Chinese people know that. You continuing to deny this and run away from people when they're talking and block them and run like a 1-year-old. It's not gonna help you. We have to stand up like a human being that we are and face reality and tell people who are doing this. Tell them the truth like this. Look. We know this is how Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam get Aisha, but we cannot do this. It's wrong. It's called child abuse now. I don't know what it was called then. And he's allowed to do that because he's prophet. Fine. We cannot do that now. We have to stop this. This is all you have to do. You just have to be a man and tell the truth, and have to be a woman and tell the truth and save the young girls. But no. You're going to stand there, so-called hypocrite, so-called I love my God and my prophet, so you're not allowed to say nothing. So-called, talking, so-called hypocrite. That's not going to help the religion. You don't love the religion. If you love the religion, you would tell the truth to people who are in the religion and harming people using the religion. It's very simple. They are making people, to not respect your religion. Why people always bring up Aisha is that it's still happening. Exactly. No one cares. They might even, some people talk about, Palestine or whatever you call it, that is happening in Palestine, this fighting thingy or this thingy. But they don't want to hear, this thing that is happening in Palestine or not. This underage marriage thing that is happening in Palestine or not. It's happening from day one since Islam arrived. And they know it. Since Islam arrived until now, people are giving out young girls. Just because Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam have Aisha and Aisha was young. Nothing else. All of the Muslim people that tell you they don't know this, they either convert to Muslim, not long ago even, and also they only mixing and learning and knowing about the Muslims here around them. But if they, watch even documentary, even YouTube, just go to YouTube now. And if they talk to other Muslims who are like in the Middle East or, like Africa and all these other countries that do it, they will know that it's happening. Any Muslim that tell you they don't know that it's happening today, they're lying. They're just hypocrite and they have egos. So they want the whole world to think that, that we are perfect and we don't have any child abuse, sexual abuse that is going on, that the victims normalize it and people normalize it. So the victims are marrying the victims are marrying their victims. They don't want the whole world to know that is happening. No, I cannot discuss the matter. You get out of here. You get out of here. I'm gonna block your entire generation. You were bullying me in that live video. What the hell you doing here? Telling me to go and discuss it with who? I come into you guys live video, you keep blocking me, unblocking me, muting me, unmuting me, laughing me, calling me trauma. She's traumatized. Go and seek therapy. Calm down. Calm down. Oh my God, what type of person is this? Yeah. You're calm and laughing and bullying because you're not the one that was giving to 60-year-old when before you were 10, exactly like Isa was. And you hate it. You know they said Isa love it. Me, I hate it. My sisters, all of them hate the people that married them. My mom hated my father. All of the rest of the people that are going through this and killing themselves all over the world, God will punish you guys. I swear to Allah. God will punish you guys. You only care about you not go to hell. So you don't want anyone to say nothing about the religion that is not good because then you will go to hell. How are you going to go to hell like this? Go to heaven like this? When you're watching humans suffering and you cannot save their life, you cannot save the children's life. You say people like me, they're traumatized and you're not going to listen to them because we shout. It's not because I shout. It's because you have no soul. If you have soul, you're not going to give a fuck about I shout or I sing or I croon. Only thing you have to care about is to hear what I'm saying and go and spread awareness. Keep passing on the message to all the big people on top. To talk to people to stop using Islam, to continue practicing this in this DNA we are now. This is the number one thing that the whole world is using to disrespect Islam. And it's still happening. It's not like it stopped. That's why the whole world is using it to disrespect you because it's still happening today. And you're watching it. You cannot even make a discussion about it. You cannot even hear someone talking about it. You don't want to hear it. You block the person like a 1-year-old. You run away and sick. You said me, I disrespect the prophet. I don't disrespect the prophet. I did not swear at him. People swear at him every day and do stuff they want. I don't. I just asked you, especially that hypocrite woman that was in the live video, saying that she cares. So I really do feel her pain because I have daughters. But you know, she cannot be talking about the prophet like that. What did I say? I just said to you, sister, you talking like you're not a woman. You saying that this is not Islam. Then I asked you, was Isa not giving to Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam when Isa was way before 10 years old? The moment I say that, you take me out of the live video. What the hell is wrong with you guys? You're making the whole world to not respect this deen. You said me, I'm disrespecting the deen for talking like this. I'm not. You should be lucky I'm talking like this. I'm trying to end the reason why the whole world don't respect us. Not because of the pain that comes from it, but also the fact that the whole world is using this to disrespect us. And it's still happening today in this DNA. And you are still here denying like a 1-year-old. The people that are Muslim and they're not in the third world country, they are more than the people that are Muslim in the third world country. My country is over 90% Muslim. Senegal, which is also my country because my dad is from Senegal, is over 90% Muslim. You go to Mali, Guinea, all these other countries, even Nigeria, Ghana, all of them have Muslim people that are giving away their children because of Isa. You know it. And you're here denying like you're not well. You said me, I'm traumatized and I need help. I don't need help. You need help. Because me, no matter how I am traumatized, I am not hiding and drinking alcohol and crawling under my bed or allowing men to sex me because I'm stressed or drugging myself. No. So I know what I'm doing. But my problem is I want to face the community and tell them the truth of my pain, my mother pain, my other 3 sisters, and all of the other innocent children. But the community not want to listen. The community is so hypocrite and fake. Try to paint perfect when the whole world know who you are. People don't hate Muslims just because they put hijab on. No, this hijab is just a dress. It's just a dress. No one cares about it. People don't respect you because they know you don't care about your women and children. You cannot protect them. You are hypocrite. You only care about your heaven. You're like, our prophet, no one allowed to say that what he did is not good. He didn't even do it anyway. He didn't even do it. Child marriage is not Islam. Child marriage is not Islam. Hey, Allah. I've never seen this in my life. What kind of community is this? So Isa didn't happen in the Quran. Isa did not exist in the Quran. Hey guys, why are you so hypocrite? What is wrong with you? Why you guys talking like for some fucking sick 2-year-olds? Isa is not in the Quran. Isa didn't exist in the Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's life. Isa was not Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's life. Isa was not underage before 10 when she was handed over to Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I don't care when Isa have anything to do with Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Subhanallah, I wasn't there. I don't know when Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam have anything to do with Isa. I don't care, I wasn't there. All I'm saying is Isa was handed over to Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam way before she was 10. And this is happening until now. And this victim that marrying the, children, they don't even wait for whatever age Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam wait. I don't know whatever age she wait. I wasn't there. But people are not waiting. When you marry a children, a young girl, it's hard to wait for the young girl to be whatever age, yeah. And also the same Quran tell you that you cannot tell me to stop preaching. No. I'm going to talk. Whenever I want to preach, that's when I'm going to preach. I'm going to talk what I want to talk. You cannot tell me what to talk. I'm not allowed to talk in your platform. You block me. Here is my platform. I will talk. Unless you want to be blocked yourself. No. It's Islam. You guys have no respect. That is the Muslim community. Then they have, even some women are like this. They're part of this. They have to side with these sick men who have no respect and no children. Some women, they actually side with them to also watch women suffer. And they against the women. They follow women. No one in your community was given away before 16. Well, good luck to them. It's happening every time. Anybody that want to be blocked, let them talk. Let them try to argue with me here or nyawal me or bully me here. You can bully me somewhere else, but not here. It's my internet that I pay for. Since I start coming to my community until now, my trauma get worse. 5 years of bullying. I have two choices. Either to shut up about talking about this underage marriage and what a lot of girls suffer. Like my mom, my sister, my grandmother, my 3 sisters. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Never mind me. And other children. My new victim, my new underage marriage victim that are in Gambia right now. The youngest one is not even 20. And she was given when she was about 13 to someone that is as old as her father, ugly old man that she hate her God. And when these women grow up and don't know their self-worth, don't know who they are, they behave like an idiot who don't know who they are, then you bully them and judge them and laugh at them. When you already ruined their ass and they're not allowed to talk. And you expect those women to be a good, kind, loving Muslim woman. Assalamu alaikum, good, holy woman. And for that woman who was commenting there and saying that me, I was sexual abused too, but I'm not angry. Hey, Allah. You guys are very wicked. All of you that is doing this. You're very wicked and heartless. But I'm happy. Because you're exposing your wickedness and your heartlessness for the whole world to see, commenting it, bullying. Never mind me. You do it to anyone else that is telling you the truth about how to fix the wrong thing that is going on in this deen. You said that nothing is wrong with the deen. No one is allowed to say that this thing is wrong. So why the hell all of you there saying that you're not going to give away your young children to get married? So it's not wrong, but you're not going to do it. What kind of hypocrisy is this? Honestly, how old are we? What is wrong with you guys? Why are you guys saying that I'm not going to give away my young children? I'm sorry that this happened to you, but it's nothing about Islam that is wrong. Everything is beautiful and good. So nothing is wrong, but you're not going to give away your underage people. And Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was handed over Isa when she was a baby. So that's wrong then, yeah. It's not wrong. Well, it's still happening. I don't care that he did it. That's not why I'm upset. It's because it's still happening. And you watch it happen. You help it to happen by not talking about it. And when someone talking about it, you bully them. You want only people who come, Assalamu alaikum, hey, and talk to you like this. Guess what? They won't come. Because it's not hot enough for them to talk. Or they're not even a fucking victim. They're either not a fucking victim or it's not hot enough for them to talk. People who are dying and don't want others to die with them. You abandon them and discard them and bully them like a 1-year-old. Call them name. I love it that you guys were bullying me in that live video. You know why I keep coming back for you guys to bully me? It's not because I don't have a platform to talk. No. It's because I want the whole world to see how you are. Why this is still happening. Because you cannot condemn it. Also, for me to help make awareness, even if you're going to bully me, even if one person hear my message, they will tell the other person will tell the other person until they can save one girl. I saved a couple of people by talking about it like this in my community, crying all these years. Even though they bully me to double my pain, I still come back crying so they know how painful it is for the young girls. So they don't do it to them. That's why I don't hide and cry. And I will not hide and drink alcohol and cry. And I will not use drug. I will not do anything. I'll come here and cry. You bully me, you see the pain. So you can, even if you're wicked, one person will have a heart and spread the message until they can save one girl. Each video I cry after you bully me, I want one girl to be saved. Even if you're going to go and say that I see one stupid woman crying because she was married young or something, at least you talk about it. So that person will hear it. And then they will tell somebody else. You never know. They will save somebody. They will hear a girl that is being arranged marriage and they will say, don't do it, it's not good. I hear that stupid woman crying about it every day, so don't do it. Even that, I'm happy. You guys have no heart. And you talk about racism. You want human rights. You don't want human rights. You are hypocrite. You only want to have peace alone. You don't want human rights. You only want peace. All of these poor countries, your big organizations are going to build them a mosque, to build them a Quranic school. They need more than that. The young women and children need more than that. Especially the young girls. They need you to tell the men to stop marrying them using Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Aisa's story. And you know it. You know that's what they're using. And you cannot talk about it when you go there. But you're busy building them a school, building them a Quranic school, these poor countries. Go to YouTube, even YouTube alone. They have so many documentary about underage marriage. In the Middle East and other poor countries. The white people, they have to go there and investigate, and they're not even Muslim. You cannot do that. You cannot go there and save their life. But you're going to be here talking about, let's get them water. Let's get them Quranic school. That's not going to make anybody to be a Muslim. Do you not see your children, they're drinking alcohol? They don't wear hijab. They're smoking. They're having sex with each other. They don't respect your deen. And you're trying to grab some one white person or Chinese person to come and be a Muslim. That's not going to help your deen. The people that are in the religion, they're leaving your deen for you. Their children, they're all disconnected because they see the hypocrisy that is in the deen and you cannot talk about it. They hate it. They don't see you as a good, kind human being. So they wonder, is your deen making you wicked or what? They're questioning that, and you know they're not allowed to question. So they just leave you with it instead. Hence, they're not allowed to talk. You can take it. Sorry, video. My children, my son just come from school. But my children, they saw me cry so many times about this, all these years. I've been to interviews, my community interview on a platform where people will bully me the whole interview. My children watching, crying with me here. They know my story with this. So I don't hide my tears from my children. I'm just proud of myself that I come here and cry. You bully me. But at least you know what this is doing to the young girls. And you're still going to continue bullying and laughing and ignoring and running away from it. woman that is bullying me about this and laughing, you weren't giving to an old man, just like the way Aisha was giving to Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That's why you're bullying. That's the exact reason why, nothing else. If it was all of us that this happened to, just like it happens to my sisters and myself, then we all gonna be here crying together, genuinely, and condemning it. But because some of you don't experience that, that's why you're here bullying. And for some of you that saying that I was sexual abused, but I'm not angry. Hey, why? What a wicked, hopeless soul. Hey, Allah. Why are us humans like this? Humans are not good and we can never be good. We will never have enough kind people in this world to save the world. We always sell each other. We always cannot be there for each other. We always hypocrite, trying to protect some little so-called something and watch the rest of the thing ruin. That's what we are known for. We always trying to protect some little crumbs and watch the rest of the thing ruin. Like I said, I am not saying Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam shouldn't marry Aisha or whatever. It's already done. I don't care. All I'm saying is it's still happening. It is still happening. It is still happening today, right now, as I'm talking to you. It's happening to a young girl right this second. And you don't care about it. You don't want to hear about it. You don't want to spread the message. You don't want anyone else to spread the message too. You said if they're spreading the message, they don't have to mention the Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Aisha story. What is wrong with you guys? So Aisha didn't exist in Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam life. That's a lie. Aisha never exists. What is wrong with you guys? Honestly. What is wrong with you guys? You know, why the young Muslims are leaving the deen with us is because of the hypocrisy that is going on in this deen. You cannot even condemn your fellow men that is marrying women in the name of Allah and cannot be a good husband to them. How many Muslim women are happy in their marriage? Look for some crumbs and comment. Talk about Christian non-believers. Talk about the cows and the donkeys. Are we here for all of those people or we are here for our community? If no community is perfect. Every community have their good and bad. Everyone knows that. But the problem with us is that our community is so hypocrite. We say that everything is good, nothing is bad. We are like seeking like 2-year-olds. What is wrong with us? The whole world know that everything is not good in any community. Your community is dying. Lot of your women are worse depressed than this Ami Job that you're looking at and laughing at. And you know it. Because your men are marrying them and cannot be a good husband. Don't do half of what Allah tell them. Because you cannot condemn them. Especially you the men. How many of you will click a video and talk about how a lot of the men in the community will marry 2-3 wives and they cannot be there for them? Like Allah said, watching the women suffer, especially the first wife and the children. How many of you will click a video, especially you the men, and do that discussion? Even if the women do it, you attack them. You come into the video, you're like, why are you talking about men? You should talk about women too. They're not even allowed to talk about it. And their children are watching their mother suffer. And you want them to be in the deen and suffer. What a joke. Children nowadays, they know freedom and democratic. They don't want hypocrisy because you are blackmailing them with heaven. You take the heaven and eat it and drink it. Drink the heaven, you will not see it because you are hypocrite. You're watching people suffer so you can secure your so-called heaven. How the hell are you going to get to heaven with your hypocrisy? You want the children to watch their mother suffer all her life and wait for heaven before she will be happy because she cannot have a good husband now and no one is going to talk about what the husband is doing. And you want the children to marry in that community. Why do you think that our young people, most of them, will rather find some Chinese or some white person and turn them to Muslim and marry them than to marry people who are born in the Muslim community? Because they are afraid of those people. Don't we think this is rotten and we have to talk about the things that is important? You're here talking about makeup and women who don't wear hijab and people who drink alcohol. You're always talking about the crumbs. But you don't talk about the things that is causing all of this. What is wrong with you? Honestly, I just want to know. How old are we? You call me traumatized. You are worse than traumatized. You're not traumatized. You are hypocrite and fake and don't have a heart. And that worse than an effing traumatized, whatever the F traumatized is. Hi. I don't care what you call me. I'm going to face you every time I want to talk about this. Your entire generation need help, not me. Your entire generation need help. Me, I don't allow what happened to me to ruin me. If I allowed it by now, you would not know me. By now, I'm on the street drinking, peeing myself with alcohol, allowing men to abuse me, smoking, drugging my ass to death. So I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing very well. No matter how painful it is, I stay here and cry and eat, drink my moringa tea and come back in the camera. For 5 years, my community bullying me, calling me traumatized to make me more traumatized. Garwale me, insult me, laugh at me, make video for me. But anytime I cry, it makes me come back because I think of the young people that is going to repeat this pain and people will bully them after they have the pain. They will discard them and put them in the bin. Don't want nothing to do with them. mad woman, kek. Hey, Alandesa. You're going to talk about makeup. Muslim women wearing makeup. Muslim women wearing nails. You talk about the Muslim women who wear nails, Muslim women who wear makeup, people who drink alcohol, people who don't pray. You talk about those crumbs. You talk about those effing crumbs every day. But you cannot talk about people that sexually abusing people and using Islam to do it. Just because Allah had a young wife. That's why you cannot talk about it, because he did it. He had a young wife. Hey! Us humans are wicked and we're hypocrite. That's why we can never have peace. That's why other people hate us too. And they're hypocrite towards us too. We all the same. We all hypocrite each on a different way, and we all hate each other. We're not kind at all. Us, all of us. I don't know why. Sorry, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not crying for me, no. It's just this pain me that is happening from my grandmother to my mother to me and my sisters and to other young people. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to cry like this. This is never gonna end, especially in the Muslim religion. I don't care if other people do it. I care my religion. And they're doing it just because Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did it and no one is gonna talk about it. People deny it like 1 year olds. Hey, Allah. This is how I am all these years. This is not new. All my followers know me. For 5 years now, I've been crying like this about this. You think this is fake? Who want to fake this? Who want to fake this and get bullied and get judged? And no one is even gonna marry you. They call you traumatized. Who want this? Who will fake this? Who will fake this crying your children hearing you? I'm not crying for me. I'm crying for young children who don't deserve this. And they're gonna continue repeating this because no one is gonna condemn it, especially in the Islam religion. No one is gonna condemn it. It's not being talked about. That's why it's still happening, because no one is talking about it. No one is gonna talk about it. They don't talk about it enough at all. Never. Not my country, not anywhere else. They don't want to hear it even. Nowhere. They just don't want to hear it. Hey. I'd rather do this and get judged than hide in this and continue watching young girls who go through this. Just like my grandmother and my mom did. That's why me and my sisters been through it. Because they hide and cry. I know why they did it. Nobody wanna hear it. And people call you name and judge you. Hey, Allah. This is not about me hurting. Me, I'm already hurt. No matter amount of prayer, no matter nothing can undo what happened to me. I'm not talking for me. All of these years, 5 years, I don't talk for money. I don't talk for view. I don't tell my community what they want to hear, just so people can watch me. They know me. Though I'm a comedian, I have this comedy thing. I don't know whether it's my trauma that makes me make people laugh, and I like to laugh, but I don't always laugh. I sometimes come real with my community to tell us the burning issues that is making us, is denying us this beautiful life we have. But it's not for me. Now I know how to protect myself from men who are not good. I know how to do the right thing. No one can underage marry me again. I'm talking for when my mom needed someone to talk like this so she don't have to go through it. I watched my mom marry my father with no love when my mom was a baby. I watched my mom never have no love for my father, hate my father's gut. I watched that growing up. And she turned out. She turned and did exactly that to me and my sisters. Exactly like how she was handed over to my dad. She handed us over. 4 of us. That's why I'm talking. It's not like it's happened to people and they don't. Maybe me. I'm lucky I'm here all these years. And I'm lucky that this new generation now, people know this is wrong. And I'm like those people that know it's wrong. But the other people under the mango tree and other countries that do this, in the Middle East and Africa and stuff like this, they're still doing it. Just not long ago, like 2 years ago or less, a young girl killed herself in Guinea who was like 9 or 10. Killed herself because they give her a husband serious in one old man. Pardon me. In Senegal, not even a year ago, it's about a few months ago. It was in the news, a 20-year-old killed herself because they give her husband sit on one. And she's 20. My youngest child married victim. She must be about 18 now because that interview that I had with my mom on my YouTube channel about her and herself there, she was 15 and she was giving it to someone who is as old as her father. She said the man is ugly and she hate the man God and the man beating her as well. She had a baby for the man and the man get angry that the baby is a girl on top of that and beating her when she was heavily pregnant. Again, he was beating her until she had to run away. She ended up in my house in Gambia. I interview her. She's in the YouTube channel. I didn't want to put her face. The camera is like this. You see her sitting in my house in Gambia with my mom like this. The video is there. She's not 20. And I have other women who are all underage married, forced married. The youngest one was 20. I interview all of them and bring them on my YouTube channel because I was having an interview on one of the Gambian platform on YouTube. And my fellow Gambian people come there bullying me. Especially these 2 women. One of them, I know her and I'll never forgive her. Because I still cannot believe how she was bullying me there. Like she's my worst enemy. And I know her. And I loved her. I used to watch her all the time. She come to me so I can advise her how to monetize her YouTube channel when she first opened it. She tell me to tell my followers to follow her so she can reach a number of followers to monetize her channel. I did all of that for her. But just because she saw me having interview about underage marriage, and there were some American people who said that they want to open an organization, some Black American. They saw me crying and they said that they're going to open an organization just so they can work with me to try and end this in my country. I tried to contact some so-called organization in my country that does this. They never get back to you. A lot of them is like they register organization to fight this, but it's like they don't fight it. Because it's still happening. Country as tiny as Gambia. It doesn't take one day for all of us to make this a job, to make sure the radios talk about it every time, to make sure they go to every school every time. Gambia is 2 million people. To make sure they go to all under the mango trees all the time and talk to these women to not do this. Especially if they have real victims like me to work with. The victims are there. It's not just me. Even my older sister is a big example. My older sister, when I interview her about this, I have to private the interview. It's on my YouTube channel. She told me she will never see happiness, no matter where she go in this world, no matter what she have in this world, she will never be genuinely happy. When she told me that, I have to private that interview. My older sister still have the mark on her neck from the nails of the man who forced on the, marry her. Her forced underage marriage that she was forced. When she was 12 or 13, the nails of the man is still here. The man used to have long nails. And he will grab her neck like this at night when he's beating her. Why he's beating her? She said, my sister is sleeping. And my sister is not supposed to sleep. When he come from work and him and his friends, they come to eat and chat with him in the house. My sister's supposed to entertain them and chat with them and make attire. She's not allowed to sleep. And she was pregnant when she was just 13. When she just married him. And she would be like this. And she said, people are here and you're sleeping. This is what she was beating him for. He was beating her for this, sorry. Until now, the mark of the nail is here. And other things, always beating her anyway, not just that. After 3 children, they have to finish the marriage. My sister couldn't take the trauma anymore and the struggle. And the man abandoned her with the children. Until now, the man never see the children, never visit them, marry somebody else again and moved on. Until now, one of the child, the older one, beautiful, intelligent. She finished school. She's a nurse. She's still afraid to get married because of that. She said the way their dad abandoned them, just like they did something wrong. And he's still in Gambia, seeing the children and don't even want to see them, don't even want to send them money, don't even want to give them money, not sending, because he's not even far away from them. They live in the same area. He doesn't send them, he doesn't give them money when it's eat. He doesn't give them money, nothing. He never give them 1 penny this whole time until from day one they divorce. Did you guys talk about that? All of you so-called platforms that talk about Islam and hijab and makeup, do you talk about men who use Allah to marry women and abuse them, and then when the woman is tired of abuse and about to die and give up, they're never gonna give the money 1 penny for the children. The money is for the new wife or girlfriends or business. Do you talk about that? And you know that's plenty. It's plenty in every community, but our community is worse. You know that child abuse and women abuse is more in our Muslim community than any community. You know that. You're going to deny it like you always do? The whole world know that. Even the cats and dogs know that. You want to deny it like you always do? It's in the community more than any community, because our community is easy to get married. It's like drinking water. And you know it. That's why people use that to abuse the women and children, because you can easily have access to them. It's like drinking water. And you know it. It's like drinking water to marry in a Muslim community. So easy. And then the woman, because the woman have to use Allah and shut up and cry, and she's not allowed to talk. A lot of men take advantage of that and abuse the woman. You know it. So why are you denying it? Why? A lot of you grew up in a home like that. You saw your father did it to your mother. So why are you being hypocrite? Pretending that the deen is fine and nothing is wrong with it, and people are not using it to abuse people. When people are using the deen to abuse people and you say people are not allowed to talk about it, then you're making the deen look like the deen is an abuse deen. You are the one making the deen look like it's an abuse deen. Because you watching people abuse people using the deen, and you cannot tell them to not do that. Who asked you if it's your community or not? I'm not talking about you. Let me block you, whoever the hell your community is. Hence, you have a perfect community. Why are you watching a sick community? Let's take, this is no joke. This is not for me. This is for the young people. No matter the amount of time, you cannot bring back my time and change what happened to me and my sisters and my mom and even my mom. No. But it's for the people that this is happening to until now. There's a documentary, go and watch it on YouTube. I don't know whether it's Syria or Afghanistan or Pakistan or whatever, one of these countries. In the Middle East. I can't remember the name. People will marry a young wife as young as 9, 10. And they'll sleep with them for 2 days, 3 days, and they'll divorce them and go back home. There's a special village, special place that is known for that. For pedophiles to come and just marry this young wife and go back home after they have sex with them, and they just leave them and go back home. So it's basically like they're buying the child just to sleep with and go home. And they're Muslim. And they're doing that because they learned that, that Isa was handed over when she was young. That's where this whole thing is rooted, and you know it. So why are you denying it? The whole world know it. It's not that when people say that it's rooted from Isa, people don't respect Isa. That's why I know. Or people don't respect Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. No. But that's the reality. So when you respect someone, you have to be hypocrite. You do it then if it's good. Do it to your children. Hand them over to 50-year-olds. Go and give them 50, 60-year-olds. And see when they grow up what they're going to tell you. They're going to be worse than Ami Joe when they grow up. They're going to be worse than me. You think you don't like how I'm talking? Give your children to get married young. You know how they're going to talk to you when they grow up. So if it's right that Isa go through that, then why are you not going to do it? That's the question I always have for people, so-called hypocrite people that call themselves so-called Muslim and saying that it's fine that happened to Isa, that's not wrong. Do it. Do it. Are you not doing everything that Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did that is good? All of the good things that he did, are you not doing it? Are you not eating dates, praying, saying la ilaha illallah, reading Ayatul Kursi and doing all these things that he was doing? So why are you not doing that particular one? Exactly. You know it's not good. So no need to hide this anymore. No need to go hypocrite about this anymore. It's enough organization that is fighting this. And the so-called few organizations that are fighting it, they're not fighting it enough. They're the same as you. Because when they talk about it, maybe people bullshit them like they're doing to me. I guess that's why maybe they don't talk about it enough or what. My country, you will never hear anyone talk about child underage marriage. They can talk about anything apart from that. It's like it doesn't exist. You will never hear this so-called organization that talk about it. You never ever see them talking about it. You never hear them in any radio. And people there, they listen to radio. No matter how poor the person is, they will have a small radio to listen to news and to listen to something. So why they're not going to talk about underage marriages there every day to make sure that they talk about it? Even if it's 2 seconds. To tell people to not do it. Because they don't care. How much is it going to take for any of these organizations? How much is it going to take them to do one effing art in these radios, in any of these radios, with any of these radios, so they can make sure that every day they put the art on about underage marriage to not happen. But they can put art about sex, put art about if you drink this medicine, you're going to be good in bed. Contact this Marabu, he can help you to be good in bed. We don't need any more sex medicine. Sex is not our problem. It's not any community problem. The whole world is becoming to some hopeless, sex people. We don't have sex problem. Even the donkeys can do sex. We have problem of human right and people knowing who they are and people having peace without being traumatized when they're young. That's the problem we have all over the world. Especially in Muslim and Africa community. Not sex problem. But no, you always talking about sex. Always call this person if you want to have good sex, if you want them to give you medicine for you to be good in bed. call this person for them to help you with juju stuff. What juju? The only juju we need is to juju our brain to work. Nothing else. I've never seen a hypocrite and lost community like this in my life. If you want to know how hypocrite and lost this community is, why this community cannot develop and have peace, just be traumatized by one of their madness. That's how you will know them. Until then, you will not know them. When you are traumatized by one of their madness, you watch them discard you and continue to bully you like a sick 2-year-old. Doesn't matter what age they are. And don't want to hear the reason why you are traumatized. Then you know how sick they are. And they call themselves so-called kind, loving community, so-called nice community, so-called human right, You care about how I talk. I should be crawling for you. You want me to crawl for you? Even if I crawl for you, you will not listen. You said I shouldn't mention Aisha's story. Then you don't want to listen. Because Aisha is the first victim of underage marriage in Muslim religion. I don't care about China and Christian and the rest. I'm talking about my own problem, my own issue, my own community. And you know it. Everybody should focus on their community and we have peace. Why are you guys always doing so-called, Muslim debate videos? Christian and Muslim. No, my prophet is better. This other one is like, no, my prophet is better. This other one is like, no, my prophet is better. My person is better. You're like, go and look for some fact. Go and look for some fact. Hey! Allah. Why us humans are like this? Why are you doing this stupid idiot so-called videos that cannot help the community at all? You cannot talk about the reality that is harming the community. Every person should focus on their damn religion and fix it. Every religion is rotten inside. Focus on it and fix it. Why are you coming to tell people that my religion is good? No, this one is like my religion is better. Every person, if they want people to come or respect their religion, listen, I'll tell you what you're going to do. Listen to your religion. Watch it. Watch the things that are damaging people in your religion and people using your religion to do it. Focus on those things and fix it. If everybody do that with your religion, then people that are not in your religion will look and will see the beauty in your religion and the good thing in your religion, and they will just join it if they want. That's how you get people in your religion, if you don't know. Not about leaving the whole bag rotten and you are on top of the cake. You see the whole cake is rotten and you're quickly icing on top to add more ice on top to make it look beautiful. When people bite, they're gonna bite inside and see the rotten effing cake. And they're gonna throw it in the bin. So the cake is useless. Stop icing it. And look at the problem. Why are you spending hours about Muslim-Christian debate like a hopeless pastime? When your own religion is rotten. All of these religions are rotten inside with the wrong thing that people use in the religion to do it. Especially with my own religion that I know of. The two rotten thing in my religion, I'm going to remind you again, the two rotten thing in my religion, why our children cannot even take this religion seriously. You're forcing your children to take it seriously. Choking them to pray, choking them to wear hijab. You think that's going to make them a Muslim? What a effing joke. They're young now, wait till they grow. Wait till they grow old and can have to put the hijab on by themselves. Like this, peacefully by themselves. Wait till they'll be able to put it on by themselves without you forcing them. Wait till they'll be able to pray by themselves without you forcing them, and see if they're just going to do it because they love the religion and respect it. And you watch if they will do it. They will not. Because you're not making people to love and respect the religion. Because you've been a hypocrite inside the religion. How you don't know our problem? You're busy fixing the crumbs. Leave these crumbs alone and look at the reality. The two main thing in this religion is the underage marriage that is still practiced from Isa until now. From Isa until now is happening. The second thing is the fact that people also using the fact that Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam have different wives. They're also doing that one wrong. The Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and his wives, people copying it wrongly until now. This is your main problem with your deen. And that's why no one have respect for your deen. The whole world, including your own children. You have to choke them to respect it. Strangle them to pray and to wear hijab. And to not drink or whatever, all these things that we not allow. That's not going to help you. Because the people that you see, they're coming to the religion. They just have to see the beauty of the religion and they love it. Listen, let me explain this to you. People that come into the religion and joining, they just have to see the beauty. Assalamu alaikum. Hi guys. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Nice Muslim neighbor or nice Muslim people. The beauty of the religion is what drawn them into it, isn't it? So your children that is born in it, that are seeing the rotten cake that your eyes hang. Keep icing your cake to attract the people outside to buy it until they cut it and see it. Your own children that see the rotten cake that you're icing, that's why they're watching you with your cake like this. You're like, take it, take the cake, take it. They're like this. You're like, take it, subhanallah, take it. They're like this. And the strangers outside seeing the cake with nice decoration, they're coming like, I want this cake. Give them it. They don't know it. Let them put it down, but let them not cut it there. They should just put it down for decoration. Because if they cut it, hey, if they cut it. If they cut it, they'll throw it. I'm laughing, but I'm crying. I've never seen a hypocrite community like this in my life. And this is making my healing journey so hard to heal. This part of my healing journey, my community. My community is the worst part of my healing journey. They're making me not to heal. I have two choices. Either to stop doing video and talking about our community, problem altogether. Or to continue this nightmare war with my community. This is the two choices I have. But when I think about the young children and the women in this community, it's hard to stop. Anytime I go to bed and think about leaving these videos, hence this community don't want to fix the problem, let me just leave them. I think about the innocent children and the women, the innocent women that are suffering in this community. And I come back again. Parents hardly marry their children for money in these poor countries. It costs nothing. Well, not for my grandmother, not for my mother, not for me, not for my 4 sisters, not for this girl that I explained to you, not for these other victims that I have, not in Gambia. Hardly ever people marrying this proper innocent young girls for money. You see some parents here and there who just see, somebody that want money and want their child, and somebody that have money and want their child, and they say go for it. You see that, but that's not many. What's many is people that marry these young girls for next to nothing. And they arrange them and force them. That's more than the ones that their parents give because of money. That is wrong too. But the ones that were given, like what happened to me and my sisters and my mom, my grandmother, just what's happening until now, that's more than people that do it for money. Because this country that do it, they hardly have money even. And these people, they're not doing it for money, a lot of them. They're doing it because Aisha, this is how Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam married Aisha. And they think if he can do it, we can do it, it's fine. And they know it. All of these Muslim people that are telling me to talk about it, they know it exactly. They're just hypocrite. And they're scared of telling the truth. They're worried about what people will say if they mention what I just said, than condemning this harmful practice. So they don't care about so-called human rights. They only care about their Jannah. So-called Jannah. Allah knows you're hypocrite. Allah knows you think that if you say this is wrong, that means you don't respect the Prophet, and that means you will not go to heaven. So that's why you can't say. So you're trying to secure your so-called Jannah. So you watch people to suffer. How are you going to go to Jannah like this? You think Allah don't know everything that you know that is happening? You think Allah don't know that you have to condemn this? You have to open your mouth and say that this is wrong. People are copying Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And guys, we have to know that we cannot copy all that Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was doing. There are certain things that he did, only him was allowed to do it. We cannot copy it. Just like you said that no one is allowed to marry 9 wives because he did it. A lot of people marry 9 wives. Right now, as I'm talking to you, there's a guy in my country who have like 8 wives. Is it 5 or 8 wives? Yeah, 8 wives. In Tanje. A guy have 8 wives right now as I'm talking to you today. And he's Muslim. Very famous Muslim man, by the way. Do you know how many Muslim people that have more than 4 wives that they are allowed? You don't even know what's happening in your deen, or you don't care. You're just going to deny it and run like you're not well. Then you're not interested in this deen. Because you only want to hear about the icing and the cake to cover up. It's going to get more and more rotten until everything is exposed. It's already exposing now. This is social media time. The whole world already seen videos of what's happening. all over the world. And they're going to use it against you. So don't you think you should listen and try to stop what's happening? And then some of you were telling me in that video that why am I talking on TikTok about this? It's not going to do anything. So why are you talking on TikTok about makeup? Muslim women wearing makeup and Muslim women, not wearing hijab, or Muslim who drink alcohol or don't pray or Just why are you talking about Islam on TikTok then? Why are you talking about all these things that you want? Allah said we should do on TikTok. Ooh, you're allowed to talk about those. But the things that is harming us, that people are practicing from the Quran, no one is allowed to say that. I'm from the Deen. No one is allowed to say that. Ooh. That's not you trying to help, the Deen. That's you being hypocrite and fake. If you want to help the Deen, you will face the reality and help the Deen properly. And tell people to stop using the Deen to harm people. Because the other people that are not in the Deen, they're watching and they're not going to be happy with you. And the people that are in the Deen that have a heart, the very few people that have a heart, they're also not going to be happy with you. So don't you think you're ruining the Deen? Don't worry about me crying. I'm used to this for the last 5 years. Whenever I talk about this with people, they bully me and I cry and I still come back. Like I said, it's not for me. It's for the, other people. That is going to repeat my pain and my sister's pain and my mom pain and, just everybody pain is going to repeat. Because us, the adult, cannot stand up and help them. And tell the men that are doing this to stop. I'm not saying this thing is happening right now in the UK. It's going to rarely happen here. But forced marriages is still happening here in the Muslim community. People still forcing their children to get married. Especially you take them to another land, another Muslim land and do it. It's happening in the Muslim community. Yes. Especially for Asian girls, I always see them doing videos talking about it. How their parents take them to another land and give them a man they don't want. You know it. Where do they get that from? From Aisha and Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Because Aisha was handed over to Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I'm gonna remind you again, hence you're doing like you're not well. Aisha was picked and handed over to Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Like this. Handed over. Just like the way my mom was handed over and the way I was handed over and my sisters and everything. Just arranged marriage, like handed over. Like take it. That's where they get it from. That's why they're doing it. If I take anybody here, if they're gonna come and they're gonna talk, and just try to annoy me and try to deny the reality, I'm gonna take them out. But yeah, you can come. Hence, I cannot talk anywhere. People don't want me to talk there. They call me names on internet, I guess. I pay for it.
Salaamaaleykum.
Hello, alaikum salam.
Na def.
Jaama rek.
Ngoon si seen foofu noonu.
Ngoon sànq rek maa defoo dara.
Am na jooy nga fi jooy yu métti waaye.
No, because community bi dama nekkoon si beneen plateforme di wax gars yi deny reality bi di ma ñaawal moo tax. te yëfi xale yi
loolu dëgg la
ñoom baaxut te loolu mu ngi am ba léegi. soo mënee wax
dëgg gu wér
English tamit ba xam waa si fekkee mu wax English it's fine.
mun naa wax English actually what you said is quite true but my opinion was you can say what you feel and what is on you, but in terms of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, you can skip about that.
No,
because
that's where everything is rooted.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I actually know what you're trying to say. But some people, when you're talking about the Prophet, some people might take it as you are sabotaging or you are trying to criticize Prophet. And in that case, you are creating enemies for yourself. So that's why I'm trying to tell you that you can say what you feel and what is on you, but in terms of that, you can Please leave it.
Kadi.
Yeah. Yes, please.
My mom, her name is Kadi. So I love
Yeah.
Kadi. Kadi.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can never, us Muslim, I'm not talking about other people that do it and they're not Muslim. It's none of my business with them. I'm talking for my community. Us Muslims, us Muslim community, that especially the poor people that do it, we all know that the poor people, they abuse women and children more all over the world.
Definitely.
The Muslim people that are doing this will never stop doing it if we don't tell them that Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did this, but we shouldn't copy him on this. Just like we said, he have lot of wives, but we cannot copy him the way he have lot of wives. We have to have limit. So many things that he was doing that we shouldn't copy him, from. And we are copying him on this. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with us saying that?
And the funniest thing is we are just copying him for the things that favor us. But there's many things that he has been doing, and we are not copying that.
Exactly, many good things.
In that case, we are just copying him for things that favor us. For example, when a man marry more than one wife, and you can't, Prophet did that because he can do it. But you can see some people that they cannot, actually that they cannot afford one wife rather than two. Because of that, it favors. Because of that, it favors them. They will say that yes, it's Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam married more than one wife. And what?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know that. I know exactly what you're trying to say. But some people
you cannot fix the problem if you cannot tell them the truth, because they're getting it from there and you don't want to mention there. You're going around the bush. Me, I don't do that with anything in my life. I don't go around the bush with nothing.
I know. I actually agree on what you say. But for me, as a sister, let us just discuss on what is happening right now and forget about the prophets and stuff.
No, we have to tell us Muslims that the prophet, this is how he have Aisha, but we cannot copy him. We have to stop copying him on this. This is the only
Allah created
as
Muhammad.
As we keep running away from mentioning the prophet, they will go back and use it. Just like you said. We are talking, for example, we're going to run away from mentioning the prophet, but them that are doing it, they're going to go back and take the prophet's story and do it and use it. So it's no point us talking there. Let's just shut up.
Yeah, I know. Actually, me, I do follow you, and I love what you're doing. I really feel when you were crying today, because I know that what you crying deeply in your heart. You know what you feel. And you have the right. You are a victim of all what you're saying. And you are the right preachers for everyone. I know that. I definitely know that. But anyway, this situation, this community right now is very complicated to live. You know that. Whatever be the case, people must criticize you. Yeah. But it's not easy. To be honest, it's not easy.
It's not easy, but only the truth can free us. We just have to tell each other the truth. Telling the truth doesn't mean that people don't respect the deen or don't love the deen. This is what these hypocrite people have to know. They've been hypocrite, like saying they love the deen. They don't love the deen more than me. So many things that they're doing that I will never do. So it's not like they don't love the deen. They love the deen more than me. No. I just want this nightmare to end for young girls and for other women who don't deserve this. Your screen is gone. So when they're saying that, people should not mention, I know what Hadi is saying there, that people should not mention Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's story. But when the moment we escape that, the people that are doing this practice still now will go back there and take it and use it. They'll even tell you on your face that this is how Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam have Aisha. It's fine. It's allowed. So what are you going to do? You're going to tell them no? They're going to use his story. If we don't use it, us that is talking, they're going to use it to do it. Somebody was coming. I'm trying to take them, but I don't know what happened. It's not like I'm not taking you guys. I'm trying to take you, but it's going on. People saying me, I'm shouting. I should calm down. You go through what I go through and know if you will calm down. You go through what I go through first. So you're the same equal with me. And then you come, let's see who is going to calm more. Until you do that, you shut up the hell about telling me to calm down. By the way, this is not about me. Like I said, if you make awareness about underage marriage now, it's not for me. I already married, these people that I married when I was young. You okay? You're not doing it for me now. I'm 41. You're doing it for the young people under the mango tree and, in all these Asian poor country and all over the world poor country that are Muslim and using Isa's story to do it. What you don't want to hear. You are helping them, not me. So why you bother about how I talk to you? Because you're rude and wicked. That's why. And you're selfish. You want me to crawl and kiss your feet. Never to fear. I don't care what you think of me. You already been judging me, laughing at me all these years, bullying me, calling me traumatized. You're right, I'm traumatized. That's why I don't want the other people to traumatize. So at least I'm better than you. I'm not traumatized and sort of and drinking alcohol and dying, drugging my ass to death, hiding. No, I come here to cry in front of you for you to see how real it is instead of hiding and crying, and then tell you to help the other children to not cry like me when they're 40. How hard it is for you to not know that. You're concerned about how I talk. You think if I was so healed and calm, I would talk about this. You're lucky I'm talking about it, crying and screaming or whatever. By the way, why I always scream when I talk about it like this is that you guys always bully me when I'm talking about it. Even my community people. I don't just normally start. Even that live video that I was on, that the reason why I came here, That live video, before I came in, I was commenting. And people were already questioning me in the comments and denying it and saying, Islam don't teach child marriage. Islam don't have child marriage. That's culture. Whenever they see that, it's like they're taking Isa out of out of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Whenever they say that, they just take Isa out of the Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam story and put Isa there in the corner. So Isa doesn't exist in Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam story. Isa that is in the middle of the Quran and the Hadith and the whatever. Isa that is in the middle. You take Isa out anytime you want. Gambian imams. It's all the same. If the local Gambian who are not even imams are laughing at me and bullying me for talking about it, you think the imams will listen? They're the same. Lot of them are the same. I don't try contacting any Gambian imam, no. But I saw them, especially Imam Fatih, making videos saying that people rather be married young than getting pregnant with her husband. If you know you're going to have a child and you don't know how to bring them up and you don't know what having a child is, which is why you want them to be so perfect so you shouldn't have them there. Because no human is perfect. You're not perfect yourself. Every person that is perfect is faking it. They're either going to go through abortion or faking their wickedness or faking their wrong, because no human is perfect. You know this, right? So if you're going to have a child and you're going to think about them getting pregnant so much that you're going to quickly give them away to somebody they don't want. They don't even want the person, but they have to go before they can be pregnant. Let them go, let them go. Then why are you having them? When you're so scared of them getting pregnant, you shouldn't have them. Children is not for everyone. And a lot of people in the deen believe, especially the ones in, from my country and the rest of the countries, in Africa that does this. All Muslim African countries do this. And the people that are like in India and Asia and Pakistani and stuff like this that are Muslim, that are poor, they also do it. You cannot deny that. So you can deny it when you're wicked, but this is the reality. They have this saying of, when you marry a woman that is old enough, she's not going to be a good wife. You have to marry her when she's a baby. Just not long ago, one of the Senegal imam was saying this. The video is here. I posted here. The video is here. My followers that know all of, they know what I'm saying. They saw it. That video have like over 1,000 share. You know what he said there? If you want to marry a woman that is good, if you want to have a good wife, you have to marry her when she's so young, like 3 or 4. You go and ask them to keep her for you for when she's grown up. You marry her. This is how you see it. Like, marry her and let them to keep her until she's grown enough. Do you know how many of these women in my country right now, and Senegal and the rest, like Guinea, Mali, even Nigeria, Ghana, all of these other Muslim countries, and like I said, in the Middle East too. Do you know how many young girls that are married before they're 10? Or when they just turn 10? And they say, I'm going to wait for a couple of years until she's grown. Even some of them are going to school. But this man will never wait. It's hard to look at your wife every day and you're not going to touch her hair. Seeing your young, beautiful wife, it's hard to do that. They're going to always end up sleeping with this girl when she's young. How can even a 10, 12, 14, 13 make a decision about love? Even if she said yes, she doesn't know what she's yesing for. We all know this. She doesn't know what marriage is. She doesn't know what she's yesing for. So even if the 13-year-old, 14, 15 sees somebody that she loves and want to get married, you should put her down and tell her, are you sure you want to do this? You don't know what this is. You're too young. This is a big thing. Are you sure you don't want to calm down and think about it? You should say that even if it's their choice, if you are a parent, that is. Not to mention you arranging someone for them when they're that baby. But why these people are still doing it and they're going to continue doing it is because us, the other adults, us, the so-called other adults who don't do it, us, the so-called awakened ones who don't do it because we know it's not good. Us, we don't talk about it to save their life, to tell the truth. No, it's both. It's both religion and culture. It's first Muslim religion and then culture. I'm not going to blame even my culture more than the religion. Because the religion did it first. Aisha is the first underage marriage victim in the Islam religion, and you cannot change that story unless you want to erase Aisha from the Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam history. If you want to erase Aisha from Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam history and just make sure that you fade away Aisha's story, then I'll stop saying that, and other people that are talking about it will stop saying it. As long as Aisha's story is there, then Aisha is the first underage marriage victim in the Quran, in the Muslim religion, in the Muslim community. The number one is Aisha. Now, Aisha liked it, Aisha don't like it, I don't know. I'm not Aisha. That doesn't concern me. It's not every single underage person that is married, that is arranged married, that don't like it. Some like it because they're lucky they have a nice husband, and they're lucky they like the husband. It's not all of them that hate it, but the majority of them hate it. It's like if it's 10, then the 9 or at least 8.5 or 8 hate it. No, Aisha was not matured enough. Aisha was a baby when she was handed over. We all know that. So why are you talking like a hopeless person? Anyway, you can talk what you like. You have time to pick crumbs. You have time to pick crumbs and ice some cake. I don't have time for icing cake. Look at me. Aisha was the first number one victim of underage marriage. I know no one understands it. No one understands underage marriage. A lot of Muslims don't understand it. They just don't have the gut to talk like me. Because when you talk like me, people attack you. The hopeless people will come attacking you. That's why. It's a lot of underage marriage victims. Not the only one. The ones that are depressed by it is many. And some taking alcohol, some taking drugs, some just miserable their whole life and cannot talk. Because when they talk, they get bullied. This Muslim community is so hypocrite. So hypocrite and trying to secure their so-called heaven. What heaven you going to secure with a hypocriteness? Watching children suffer so you can go to heaven because you're not going to condemn, what's making them suffer. Who is going to take you to heaven like that? What kind of heaven is that? That's right then. Can't it still Arabs culture? We are doing great for this good topic. You are sorry. Yeah, it's an Arab culture, whatever. I don't want to call it Arab culture. It's just Islamic culture because the Salam himself started this whole underage marriage thing, and they don't want to hear it. I don't know why they don't want to hear it. They keep denying the reality like 5-year-olds. That doesn't mean that you are a Muslim if you tell the truth. It's written. Everyone sees it's a story. Even 2-year-olds know it. Because they're pedophile. Pedophile is all over the world. Even here have pedophile. But here they have a name for it. It's called pedophile here, and you go to prison. But in those places where they're allowed to do it, they just marry those people instead of sleeping with them and be called pedophile. So they just marry them. So they legalize the pedophileness, whatever the word is. Why do you think a lot of us Muslim women now, we are trying to look for someone who is not a Muslim to marry us? Even if they, if they're not going to be Muslim. Some of them refuse to be a Muslim, and some of them we try to make them a Muslim. And some of them refuse to be a Muslim. But we rather have that than our Muslim community. Because we know our Muslim community is full of hypocrisy. This hypocrisy is going to make the Muslim people cannot be good, kind, loving people and straightforward people who do the right thing. How you don't know this? What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? I'm going to remind you again. To secure this deal, it's not about putting icing on cake so you can get some few people to come and join Islam. No. It's about people that are already born from the deal to see that you're honest and kind and loving and protecting your people and your deen. So you're not going to allow anyone to use something that they get from the deen to ruin people's life. You condemn it and be like, no, guys, let's do like this. We are human. This is human right. We cannot do everything that, the Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was doing. Certain things is just for him, or certain things, if we cannot afford it, we cannot do it. For example, let me give you one example, right? You know how the Quran said that you can marry someone for wealth? Listen to this one. You can marry someone for their deen, you can marry someone for their wealth, and you can marry someone because they have a big name, they come from a big family, or, like something like this. And you can also marry someone because of love. But how many of you men will like it if someone marry you guys because of wealth? I'm waiting for your comments. If you marry somebody that just wants you for your money, they don't love you, they just want you for your money, they marry you for that. You will want that? You will practice that? Is that not written in the Quran? You want that to happen to you? Do you not have a name for that? Do you not call it a gold digger? So why are you using the name gold digger? You are a hypocrite. If anyone do that to you, you should be happy. They're doing what's in the Quran. I'm not crying now. This is fake cry. This is just, sorry, this is not fake a smile. This is fake smile. This is like crying kind of a smile. It's not genuine smile. You can see it. Ignore it. This is me angry kind of a smile, annoyed smile, insane behavior from my community that I'm smiling for. Not that I'm a job normal smile. You know it. It's painful, man, to be in this community. Very painful and sickening. Don't you know? Don't you see? Are you not going to be human enough and agree to the reality? How long can you fake this nightmare, fake, the stuff that is going on? And then you say me, I'm not Muslim because I'm talking like this. That means I'm not Muslim, I'm not religious. So when you are religious, you have to be hypocrite. It only takes hypocrisy to be religious. Look at these people commenting. This girl, this Sarah girl that sent it. She's Ibadu. She's always praying. She's more close to Allah than me. She knows Quran than me. Her husband is more pious than me. And she's commenting, sending love hearts. You know what I'm saying is the truth. Lot of Muslims will come out here and say what I'm saying is the truth. It's not because they're not Muslim. You are more Muslim than them because you're denying what I'm saying. No. It's because they're not hypocrite and you are hypocrite. That's the difference. You are hypocrite and you are trying to save your Jannah. Secure your Jannah that you cannot save children right now that are dying and women. Nice, yeah. Try to marry with men, please. Let me just quiet because if I follow these people, they will give me an attack. I already married with a lot of men from a young age. I was married second time by the age of 12. My first marriage, I was not even 10. You're here telling me to get married with men. I will marry when I see the man that want it. A lot of our men don't want marrying. They're very manipulative, very bad, lying, cheating, idiot, and just going to tell you to use Allah and shut up. You know, don't talk, use Allah and shut up. Hello.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Can you talk in English? This video, I want it to be English, that's why. Huh?
Ami Job, man la Awa Njaay.
Mun nga wax English, tey English la ñuy wax moo tax.
Ah, d'accord, kon maa ngi jéggalu.
Jéggal ma rek moo tax danaa si def olof inshallah ci weekend bi li may wax nii biri xale yi ñuy maye la. Xale yi ñuy maye te suñ sang bi dafa xamoon jabari xale ba tax jullit yu bari di ko def. Loolu laay wax nii ci xare boobu laa ne ak yeneen naar yeeg yeneen niti jullit yi nga xam ne fa ñuy weddi loolu di wax ne suñ sang bi defu ko woon. Mel ni Aysa xamul ci Alxuraan bi. So Aysa xamul ci Alxuraan bi. Kuy Aysa? Man mosuma gis ñun lu tax ñun naa fekk ta soxot ñun doomu Adama Njaay tout moo ma jaaxal. Soo waxee ñu naan tubaab yi fañ soxot Chinese yi soxot naar yi soxot ñun ñëpp a soxot ta naa fekk. Anyway, danaa si def video Wolof. Bi is not Wolof. All us human beings, we are hypocrite and we kept. Doesn't matter white, Chinese, blue, green, I don't care. All race, all of us. We never gonna stand up and protect our people, us human beings. We're never gonna stand up and protect our people. But we're gonna be busy saying this other race don't like us. This other race don't like us. Let them like us. Let them take us. We're all human. Oh, they're racist. They're this, they're that. You're not taking yourself. You cannot even like yourself and save your own people and children, and you're hopelessly talking about other people take you and stuff. Who is going to take you? Isa was not matured at all. Some people say Isa was 9, some say 6 years old. Some hadith says 9, some say 6. Isa was matured. Anyway, you guys are hopeless. Anybody talk here, I'll block them. If you want me to block you, just type Isa was matured when she was married to Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. She was matured when she was given to Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Just lie like a hopeless person and type that. And I'm going to block you. I'm waiting now. Anybody want to be blocked? Just type in Isa was matured when she was given to Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Just type that. Just anybody that want to be blocked, type Isa was matured when she was given to Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Lie like a hopeless idiot. Bully me and the rest of the people that are underage married because Isa was underage married. Type that here and I'm going to block you, and those people karma will haunt your entire generation as well. After I block you, you will have people karma. Because those children, they don't deserve this. Whoever coming here going to be talking English. I'm not doing this video for Wolof. Try certain both criticism. I'm not taking any nonsense criticism from some idiot hopeless people that are bullying people like me because of Isa's story that people used to abuse them. And they're backing it like a hopeless idiot and denying Isa. They're denying Isa's existence and her story. They cannot do it here. What the hell? You're so hypocrite like a hopeless idiot. Try it and I'm going to block your entire generation. I don't care. Even if you are the queen, I'll block your entire generation. I'm good, thank you. I'm talking about how Isa was given to Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam when she was a baby, very young. And that's why I and my mom and everyone was given out, and everyone is still continuing to be given away. And us Muslims cannot stand up and tell people to stop practicing this because Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did it, so we're not allowed to talk about it. We're not allowed to mention him and what Isa's story and him is. They said when you say that you're not a good Muslim, subhanallah, and that you're going to hell, you're going to open the hell door for me then. You're going to welcome me in hell then. If I'll go to hell for just because of this, then you will welcome me in hell. Your bed will be in the middle of the hell. You'll be lying down there sleeping when I'm coming there. Hey, this community. A child that can't choose exactly in marriage is not matured. They hand over Isa just like they hand over me and everybody else. Exactly. You better agree. Anybody that come here and try to not agree with me and argue with me like a hopeless bastard, the entire generation is getting blocked. You can disagree with me too. Hell there, in China there, not here. What the hell? How are you going to deny Isa's existence? Isa doesn't exist. Isa is now from China. No. I've never seen this in my life. I swear to Allah. I've never seen this in my life. I've not ate yet. What did I have even? Yeah, I have some oranges, but I've not ate yet. I'm going to cook dinner after this. I'm going to go soon. I wasn't even planning to come live this afternoon like this. You know, I want to do evening live video, you know, these days, you know, I wanted to do it either today. I hope this person is going to speak English. Samba, can you type? This video is for English, not my language, please. They always come in and want me to speak my language. So I did not plan doing video today, you know, this afternoon for talking or whatever. I wanted to do live video in the evening, either tonight or tomorrow. That was going to be English. But I definitely want to do this weekend, my language video, talk about this again in my language. I've not talked about it for a while in my language. But then I was in a live video that the people were speaking English and they were bullying me, muting me, unmuting me, putting me in the video, taking me out of the video, laughing at me, calling me traumatized, denying Isa's existence again, saying that this is not in the Quran, this is not in Islam. To fear, this is not in Islam. Like Isa didn't exist. Isa didn't exist. Isa is from China. I've never seen this. And they said me, I'm not Muslim because the way I'm talking, I'm putting the Islam religion down. I'm talking like I'm putting the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam down. So I'm not good Muslim. They're good for saying that this doesn't exist in the Quran. It's my culture. It's not a Muslim thing. That means they're good. It's not Muslim thing. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam didn't do it. It's some Chinese people that were doing it, not Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Yes, not just for Muslim, other people do it too, but I'm talking for my own people, you know, because you have to start from your own first. If you have an issue that is all over, you have to start fixing your own first before you go. But obviously, it's just a human thing that everyone does that. Even here, people don't marry their victim, but they sexual abuse them. Humans are cruel and wicked. They do that everywhere. Even here, they call pedophile. They every day going to jail. It's just in this other country, they don't go to jail. Because people are defending them, insulting people like me, bullying them so they can cry and hide and shut up. Me, I'll never cry and hide and sort of go and use drug and sort of go and drink alcohol and sort of go and allow men to come and sex me and so-called make me happy and sort of never. I'll stay here and cry every day here if I want to. You laugh at me, I don't care. As long as you know this is very serious and it's called pedophile and people have to stop doing it. That's what I am interested about. As long as you hear that, I don't care about the rest, who cares, traumatized or not. Already effing traumatized. That's why I don't want it to continue. So what are you going to do? You're going to let it continue to and laugh at me, or you're going to do something about it? Oh, warrior queen, cute. Thank you. I got called warrior for this. I don't want to be called warrior. This is not easy. I'm not a warrior, whatever warrior is. I just don't want this to continue for the young girls. And these people are insane, continuing to bag this and continuing to bully people when they're talking. I'm saying thank you for starting the talk. Thank you. I've been talking about this for 5 years. I just don't talk about it all the time because whenever I talk about it, I get bullied so much and it makes my trauma from it to like refresh, to like start fresh again. And I keep thinking about the young people again. And I just sometimes I can't even sleep at night thinking about me and my sisters. And sometimes I'll call my sister, but I don't like calling her about this because she's just going to cry again herself. She's been through it too. It's going to bring back her pain again. And I don't want to call any friend complaining or crying. I'll just cry on my own in my bed. And I just leave it for a couple of days or like for a couple of months, and I just come back to it. Because whenever I come to it, people will bully me like insane idiots. Laugh at me, call me traumatized, bully me, tell me you need help, go and see therapy. Or they just like questioning you, silly question, nyawali you, like that video that I was on. The moment I come into the video, they first deny that I'm not Muslim. And then they also were saying that, questioning me, about the Quran and just going crazy. Try to test if I'm Muslim or not. Instead of listening to what I'm telling them. They're concentrating on those things, And they're like, just, oh, you need help. You are hurting. I can see you're talking with pain and anger. Islam religion itself, if a lot of men are not careful, it's going to take them to hell. Doesn't matter how much they pray. Because it makes it seem like the women are not supposed to even raise their voice. They're supposed to just, hey, even if they're dying, they should be, hey, even when they're dying. No one can do that. People are just people. You understand that? We're not robots. Hello. Even if we are women and we are Muslim, we still have blood and a heart that is beating. So if we're dying, we're supposed to just, hey. So you want us to drug ourselves then or drink ourselves so we don't have emotion or what? What do you want us to do? And because when we are angry about something that you do, you then bully us to make it more angry. And then you say we should crawl and bow and crawl and talk slow. If you want us to talk slow, you will treat us slowly and nice and kind from a young age. Don't you think so? You cannot ruin us and then expect us to be whispering. After you ruin us, we have to whisper. We still have to continue to suffer and whisper. Whatever you don't want to be done, exactly, to your daughter, don't do it to others. So they do it to others, and then when others come out and talk, or the victim come out and talk, the so-called people who don't do it will tell you to shut up. That's weird, yeah. You don't do it, you don't like it. So why you don't want people to talk about it then? Ooh. Does that mean when you have the chance you will do it, or what? If you don't like it, it's wrong, you're not going to do it. So why you don't want people to talk about it? You don't love the prophet and the deen. That's why you don't want people like me to talk. No. If you love it, you will condemn the practice that people are picking from there and doing it. And it's harming the people, and it's making the whole world disrespect you, and it's making the people live in the deen for you. I'm in Scotland. Why you always, being a hypocrite? Anyway, I have to go and cook. I wasn't planning to do this video even, like I said, but I'm glad I did it. At least once again, I saw the community how damaging this underage marriage is. So at least one person today that was watching me, even if it's 1%, they will pass on the message of the damage of underage marriage, especially forced underage marriage, arranged underage marriage, just like how Isa was arranged and given away. Especially that one. They will know how damaging it is and they will know it's still happening. So I'm glad that I did that. It's very hard, very painful video again today, but I'm glad I did it. Than me hiding behind crying or hiding behind camera, drinking and drugging yourself because you are depressed like a lot of people do. A lot of people are in this din and this community, and like every other community, that are traumatized by the community, ruined by the community, and they have to hide and drug themselves to death, drink themselves to death. Because when they come out to tell why they do, you know, they're stressed, people will call them traumatized and bully them and laugh at them and judge them and discard them and throw them in the bin. So they rather fake that they're fine and hide and drink, hide and drug themselves to numb pain or to fade away pain. That doesn't fade away pain. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay sober and look at you in the camera and tell you the reality. Because they're pedophile. They like the young girls. And also some of them are insecure. So they believe when they marry the girl and she's young, they're going to control her and have her because she doesn't have much experience about life. So they can just groom her and have her like a little slave, and she will be just like, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, for the rest of her life. But if the girl is mature enough and she knows right and wrong, she's not going to allow the nonsense. They know that. Thank you. A lot of people that are hating on me, they know my topics are very important. They cannot hear it from any imam or anywhere. They know it's important that any topic they hear about Quran. They just hypocrite and cannot handle the truth and faking their piousness. That's why they're judging me and running. You think they're mad? They know exactly what I'm saying. They're not mad. And some of them are wicked as well. They don't care about the human nature, you know, and humans, they're like, who cares? It's not happening here. Go and talk about it there. I don't care. It's not happening at next door neighbor to you. It's happening where I am from and where a lot of people are from, and those people they're here watching. And some of those people that are watching your video and they're from India, Pakistan, Syria. It's from their country too. So what the hell are you talking about? So if it's happening in their country and now they're in the UK or America, doesn't mean that they cannot help. They talk to their families, do they? Let them tell their family on WhatsApp or anywhere that I was watching a video or I was on a discussion or listening to a discussion about underage marriage. And I know it's still happening in our country. Can you make awareness? Tell your friend, let your friend tell their friend that you hear about this, that is still happening and it's very damaging. The children deserve to have their peace and their childhood not taken away in the name of people using Isa's story to do this. And you have to make it clear that they're using Isa's story because that's what they're using, and you cannot deny that. Even the Chinese people know that. Everybody knows that they're using Isa's story. Exactly. They know the society needs people like me. That's why they're afraid. Human beings don't want peace. Us humans, we're very hypocrite and we don't love ourselves and our people. We always hypocrite, faking the love. Whatever we see that is going to bring peace to our people, especially the poor people that have no money, we run away from that and hide. We only want to hear so-called useless stuff, crumbs. All of these big platform Muslim people that talk and they have 1,000 viewers, 500 viewers, talking about my God is better than your God. Jesus Christ is not God. Muhammad is better. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Allah is God, not Jesus. Yeah. They can debate about that all day like a hopeless person. Debate about women not wearing a hijab, women wearing makeup, people drinking alcohol, and gay. They can debate about gay stuff all day, all night. They don't want, what they will say is, listen to this, a lot of them, yeah? Some of them, especially my country ones, they're even worse. When I talk about it in my language, they'll come to the live video and they'll say, it's okay to marry somebody young. It's better to marry somebody young than to allow the girl to go and have boyfriend or get pregnant. They will come and say that physically here in my language. They did that so many times. Or type it on the message. But even the English video that I have, about this not long ago, the English small video that I post, some of the comments they are there. Some men commenting that, saying that, exposing their pedophile behavior to the whole world. I like it when they did that. It's painful to read, but it's good. I don't delete it. I leave it. But some of the Asian Muslims or other Muslims, that are in the West here, even some of my people too, they will talk to me like this. Anytime I'm talking about it, they will be like, it's wrong. I will not do it. But it's not Islam. And they know Islam said for the woman to be mature for marriage, she has to see her period. When the woman sees her period, her pubic, whatever the English word is, puberty, period, and hair here, puberty. She's matured and she have boobs, she's matured enough. And my daughter started having all of that before she was even 11. Just like me, I had my period when I was 11. I had my boobs and my bum and whatever way before I was 11. That's why I was I was in my second marriage at age 12. They married me way before I was 10. Because they think that's okay because it's in the Quran. But listen to this. A lot of these so-called Muslims that are in the West, they don't do it because they know it's not good yet. They're not stupid. They're just rude and wicked and hypocrite. They don't do it to their children here in the West, yeah. And even the other Muslim people in Africa and stuff, but they have money and education. They don't do it. They leave the child to grow up and to choose who she wants. But some of them will still try to choose who she wants, of course, because they cannot just leave the child to choose who she wants. But at least they let the child to grow up. Some of them will choose who they want for the child still, but some of them will allow the child to choose who she wants. But she still have to be careful about who to choose. They cannot leave you alone. The Muslim community cannot leave you alone to choose a wife. Very rare. Or if they don't have choice, they leave you alone, then they will not love the person genuinely. Very wicked. You know where they get it? They get it from this arranged marriage thing. From the beginning, like the way Isa was choosing a husband for her. That's where they get it from, that they're allowed to choose a husband for you. They should choose it for you. Just like Isa was choosing to give Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They know it, but they don't want to hear the truth. So why they're not copying it if they know that it's good? And then they deny Isa from the Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam story. They always take away Isa from Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam history. This always amazes me. They always like, no, it doesn't happen in the Quran. Quran don't promote that. Islam don't promote that. And Isa was the favorite wife of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The favorite wife is Isa. Everyone knows that. And they always deny Isa from the history of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam whenever they want to. They always take away Isa anytime they want. And this is so annoying and wicked and inhuman. I'm not going to take this person. They're going to speak my language. And I'm going. And this video is not for my language. And I'm going as well. This is not easy. It's not like I have courage. I hate it that I have to come here and talk about this. I wish I don't. It's not like I'm fitna person like they were calling me in that video. I'm not fitna person. I'm always joking and laughing. And I'm very kind and loving to people who deserve it anyway. The rest, I just walk away from them. I don't force any relationship with no one or try to fight certain people or certain group of people or follow one person, try to trouble them. I don't do that. If I don't understand you, I just move away from you. But they know what I'm saying is the reality. They know what I'm saying is very damaging. And people are doing it, getting it from Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's story. But because they're so-called saying that Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, because it's him, no one is allowed to say nothing. So-called pretending like they respect him. That's why they don't want to hear me talk or anyone talk. Because me, I'm disrespecting him for saying that he did that, but it's wrong, we shouldn't do it. But then they say the same thing that I'm saying, they just keep backing. Because they say, when I ask them, are you going to give your young children to get married like him? Like what he did with Isa? They said no, and then they take me out. They block me from the live video for mentioning him with Isa. They say, sorry, but we're going to take you out because you're talking about Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Isa again. So because you're talking about Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Isa again, we're going to take you off. But of course, we're not going to do that. And we understand that you're very traumatized. You need help. You need therapy. We can see your pain. We can feel that you're very traumatized by this. And the other ones are like, you're screaming like this. You're screaming like a dog. Just now, that's what happened. That's why I'm here. They did that to me just now, guys. On a live video of lot of Muslim, men especially and women too, bullying me. Very few of them was commenting saying, poor woman, what she's saying is true. You have to listen to her though. They're like, no, taking me off. And I keep coming back. They keep taking me off again. I was just patient and keep coming back because I think about the victims. All Muslim people in the world are ignoring this underage marriage. They never will talk about it. Just because Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam himself started it doesn't mean that you cannot talk about it. He started it in this deed. I don't care other people doing it and they're not Muslim. Like I said, even the white people here, they do it. It's called pedophile. Sleeping with children is called pedophile. It's all over the world. Women and children are being abused all over the world. Everyone knows that. Even China abused them. I don't care about the rest of the world doing it. I wish they don't do it, but I cannot talk for the rest of the world. When I have my own experience, my own people doing it to my own people using my own deen. And I'm busy talking for the rest of the world. Maybe one day. Right now, let me just focus on what I'm saying to my own people first, before jumping, for other people. But they said, I only have to say underage marriage is not good, but I shouldn't mention Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Isa's story. That's not going to help us, the Muslim people, never. That's not going to make them stop. The more we deny Isa and Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam story, the more people are doing it. Because that's what they're using to do it. You're welcome. I'm going to go soon. This phone is going to go off again. It's not charged, but I can't be bothered charging it. I'm going. So if the phone go off, just know that, that it go off. So guys, this is what's happening with my community. And why I decided to talk about this 5 years now. And anytime I talk about it properly, especially with other people, I end up crying like this. All these years. It's because this is very damaging. I used to cry on the street about this before I start video. I'll be walking on the street, drop my children to school, coming home crying. Just randomly crying at night, randomly crying, cannot get over this. Cannot understand what happened to me and my sisters and my mom and other children. And people are quiet, laughing and dancing and ignoring it. I just cannot understand it all these years. And I'll never understand it. And when someone rapes someone, you're like, oh, why are they raping them? Human right. And people are raping people just because they marry them. What is rape? Is that not people sleep with you and you don't want them to sleep with you? So you have to either buy or marry your victim. So you're not gonna be called a rapist. And us that I don't know it, we're not mad. We so-called play that we are clever. When you guys doing your so-called Muslim debate, Christian debate, everyone is bringing fact, googling fact, bringing fact, going on Google and bring fact like a hopeless idiot. Google the hell and bring fact about this and tell people to stop this. You don't need to Google. You only need to be honest and be kind and tell people to stop doing this. It's damaging, and they're doing it. They're getting it from Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Aisha's story, but they cannot practice that. They're not him. And now that is called pedophile now. It have a name now. Maybe it doesn't have a name then. Now it have a name. It's called pedophile. Long time ago, so many crazy things happened. Even Scotland here. Scotland joined England because England Queen have to cut the neck of Scotland Queen and take Scotland. And they're cousins. Nothing to do with slavery or racism. They're all white, all cousins. Long time ago, crazy things happened. Slavery, Hitler, so many different crazy things. We all know that. So no need to be embarrassed. Not that people talking about it, they don't love the deen. You're lucky. You guys are very lucky, by the way. If me, I was someone who don't love this deen and I have no respect in me, by now I left this deen long time ago. And I'll come on this camera with a bottle of wine. Huh? And I'll talk to you guys in a way that, yeah, you guys will never forget it. I swear to Allah. Because those people that disrespecting Islam, they don't have more pain than me and my sisters and my mom and the rest of the people that I'm talking for. Never. They don't. And some people come in disrespecting Islam, talking horribly worse than the way I'm talking. I'm not disrespecting Islam. I just know that this is wrong, and I'm angry with you guys that it's hypocrite defending it because you so-called respect Islam. You don't respect Islam more than me. You're just a hypocrite. That's the difference between us. If I don't have no love and respect for Islam, hey, you see this energy, mashallah. And all these years I've been talking, 5 years. If I have no respect for Islam, by now the whole know me. I'm going to be the number one disrespecting Islam in the world. By now the whole world know me. Even China will know me. So it's not like I don't respect Islam. You are pushing me to not respect Islam. All of you that is bullying me because of this. You're pushing people like me to lose respect for Islam and for Muslim people. But you cannot make me do that. I'm not here just to talk because I want to make you angry or make Islam bad. Allah knows that I still pray. I love the deen. When I was so traumatized that I wasn't praying, it's not now. I've been praying now for a long time, and I even tell my followers to pray. I have this challenge called Ame Olof Challenge, which is about weight loss, praying, and other things. My followers know that. Some of them do it with me. They know it. It's not that I hate the deen and I'm not Muslim and stuff. No. I can pray. I can read, some of the Quran like Fatiha, Qul A'udhu Birabbil Nas, Qul A'udhu Birabbil Falaq, Ayatul Kursi, and stuff like this. I read those to pray. I don't know much about the Quran because we went to Quran school growing up and the Ustaz was very wicked, beating us. This didn't have really wicked stuff, If you go to my country, people, the way they teach people Quran, and Senegal and all these other countries, the way they beat children in the name of you have to read this by force. Why you still cannot read this since yesterday? 2 days now you cannot finish this surah. 1 week now you cannot finish this surah. I swear to God, guys, if you see how people beat these children that is learning Quran, it's worse than slavery time, how the white people was beating us. They would tie these children on top of a tree, hang them upside down, hang the children upside down the tree, tie their legs, and give them the Quran to read, to finish it. If not, they will not bring them down. Hey! No. It's because this deen, people practicing it wrongly. doing it very wicked, and nobody's gonna talk about it. That's why. Even the beating Quran, beating school Quran, people that teaching Quran and beating them in my country and Senegal and all these other countries that do it. When I talk about it, people tell me to shut up. People from my country that been beaten, even the men that is being beaten to death themselves, which is why they're so wicked to their wives. They cannot be good because of what they go through. They're still effing traumatized by it. They'll tell me, don't talk about Dara. Some will say that's wrong. I salute the one. Some will come definitely and say that's wrong. That's true. I have to give them those credit. But the majority will tell me, don't talk about that. It's our culture. They call it culture. So then we say, it's the Quran. The Quran is good. So even if you suffer to learn it, it's worth it. Allah will reward you. Allah told you that you have to suffer to learn it. Did they say that in the Quran? You guys are a joke. The whole human nature don't know how to be a human nature, whatever the hell human nature is. We all, doesn't matter Chinese, black, green, blue, all of us, we're so hypocrite. You know why they don't want me to talk about that too? They say that when I talk about it, I'm going to annoy the big imam and the big ustaz, they call it, the big people that teach people Quran, that does that. I'm not allowed to tell them what they're doing is wrong because they're the big people that, you know, in the head of the Quran. So whatever they did has to sort of. Just like they're telling me to not say that Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam with Aisha started this underage marriage. They said that's wrong to me saying that doesn't mean I'm disrespecting Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The same thing they said about beating children that is going on Quran school. Quran school in Africa ruined all the men's life because the men go there more. They ruined them. That's why a lot of the African men that are Muslim, they're so heartless, a lot of them. This is where they get it from. I don't know if other countries does that. But I know about my country and Senegal and other African countries that teach you Quran. They have something called Dara. Even the English school, they beat you. But the Quran school is worse. Everyone knows that. The Quran school, they beat you double compared to what they will beat you, you know, in the Quran, in the English school. And they say this deen is love and is for love and caring. And you're not doing love and caring. You're not teaching me the deen. You're very wicked. So you don't get your wickedness from the deen. It's not said, it's not written there. Then why are you doing it? And why are you not talking about it for them to stop? That's the question. If it's not there, it's not written there, no wickedness is there, everything is nice and good and polite and kind. So why are you doing it? And why are you not talking about it for it to stop? This is the question. The underage marriage, again, I'm gonna repeat this before I go. If the underage marriage, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did it with Aisha, but it's not in the Quran, in his history, and it's not in the Quran, but he did it, then why are people still doing it using him and Aisha as an example? And why are you not talking about it? And you're not even going to allow anyone to talk. Why is that then? Those are the big questions here. Like I said, I'm going to remind you again, our main problem that you should focus on instead of focusing on crumbs. Our main problem as a Muslim is underage marriage and men that marry a lot of women like Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did, and they cannot be there for them. Like Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told them to. They're not doing that. So, next time you love Quran and you love the deen and you love Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, talk about the things that people are doing that is damaging his deen and his name. Me, I'm not damaging his deen and his name. I'm just me, one Amy. And I don't know my life. I can die anytime. I don't own this world. Subhanallah, no one owns this world. I cannot damage the deen, me. No. Me, little Ami, no. It's what's happening to millions of people and people using the deen to do it. And it's wrong. That is what's damaging the deen. All of them will come out and be worse than me. You watch the next few years. The amount of new child marriage victims you will see, they all have TikTok and food. They all have fancy food and apps. They only need to click and talk. Let them come out. They will be worse than me. They will say worse than me. Expose you worse than me. So if you don't want that, start telling people to stop now. Because they're still doing it, like I said. Instead of you telling me, go and recite this, go and recite that. You recite the hell the amount of people that are still doing this and using the deen to do it. Because Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did it. And you cannot change that. He did it. Him and Isa started this whole nightmare on the age marriage thing, and you cannot change that. Your entire generation cannot change that because that is their history. Do you hear me? You cannot change that. And you cannot change the fact that I'm Muslim. All my grandparents are Muslim and even imams. I come from a very strict Muslim family, especially my mom area. My mom village is not even school, only Quran. They don't even allow school there. My mom herself can read the Quran like this, like a man, like a imam. So I come from Muslim family. I'm just trying to end the nightmare pain that my mom grew up with and other women grow up with, and me and my sisters are dealing with right now in front of your eyes. And you're telling me to shut up and that calling me name and denying the fact that I'm Muslim. How dare you? You're insane, you're hypocrite, and you're wicked. Now I'm going. You cannot make me not talk about this. Too late. Especially if you don't want to hear it, that's going to make it worse. You're pushing me to talk about it in a way that you will not like. So do not ever try to bully me about this. Do not ever follow me on my platform here to come and bully me and call it I'm correcting you and deny the reality that I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about and you know it. It's the reality. You cannot change it. So go with your hypocriteness. Do it somewhere else. Wow. But me, I will still go on, videos when I see people talking about Allah and Muslim. If I want to join, I'll still join. That I will not do. Stop. It's not I'm doing it because I want people to hear me or I want to get emotional. Nobody want that. But I think of it could be 1 or 2 Muslims there. Either they're from India, Syria, Pakistani, Africa, China, anywhere. 4 countries, 4 Muslim countries do it all over the world. And they use Isa's story to do it. So I'll come there and tell people, can you make awareness about this place? This is not good and people are doing it. I'm going to continue coming to any video that I want to. Yes, even if you keep blocking me and bullying me, I will cry and wipe my tears and come if I want to. And here, I talk about it when I want to. But I don't want to talk about it every day, like, because I cry, I get emotional. It's not a nice feeling. So I talk about other things sometimes, positive things or whatever, even dance, joke, comedy, or talk about other community issues. But I don't base my topic on child marriage. No, my followers knows that. But I don't leave it for long also, because I don't want it to die from me and just forget it because it's not easy to talk about and I get bullied and I get emotional, so let me leave it. No, I go through this all the time to leave it so I can heal. Okay, I can heal and the rest of the people continue to die to have this pain. Do you know how many thousands of children die every day because of underage marriage? Some die when they give him back. Some die after the man sleep with them. It's not all men that is the same. Men are built differently. And they have to hand over young, beautiful wife just because, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam have Isa as a young age and they're Muslim and it's fine. Why the hell you denying the reality like a sick person? Get to hell. I don't care what you call me. You're worse than me. You're wicked. You don't have a heart. You don't have soul. And you only care about your so-called heaven, Jannah, than the humans that are dying now in front of you. Which is why you will not go to Jannah, by the way. Because Jannah is not for selfish. Selfish and hypocrite cannot take you to Jannah. Now I'm going. All of you that following me, if you don't like what I'm saying, go and follow some meditation videos and leave me alone. Or my karma will haunt you. I'm not here to joke. I do comedy when I want to. I joke and dance and sing when I want to. I don't do these videos all the time, no. But when I'm ready to be real with my community, leave me alone. Or my karma will haunt you. Because I know why I'm talking like this. It's not for me, like I said. It's for children like my daughter, my mom, my grandmother, my sisters, other innocent children to not repeat this pain because they're still repeating it. I'm reminding you again, it's still happening right now, this second, as I'm talking to you. And they're going to grow up like me. You're going to call them traumatized, call them mad, call them sick. Leave them in this world to cry and suffer. It's up to them to go and drink alcohol, drug, sleep with men because they're stressed, or do all the stupid things because they're stressed. It's going to be up to them, but you're not going to help them. You will discard them and judge them and bully them and run away. So then leave them alone then. Don't ruin them then. Hence, you cannot help them. This is why I'm talking. Do you understand? You cannot help them, fine, but don't ruin them. So you're not ruining them. If you see someone who is talking for the people to stop ruining them, don't stop them because then you're ruining them. I'm talking, I'm giving other people courage to talk. So hopefully the message will go more. Some people can stop. This is the only way to make them stop. This is how slavery stopped. It's because people fight and talk. So leave me the hell alone and your bully self. Bahna. I'm going. Have a good evening. Don't worry about what happened. I have to go now.